Hey, Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory, honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of the great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, noise in the gospel, broad lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. It's the Akim Mahaloya coming back with another lesson. If you see this, man, that shit is dope, bro. Like, these are the chariots of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All you skeptics out there, I remember it was this one Jake that came up to the camp a couple months ago. We were prophesying, and he listened to Nazariah and them, and he had a question about the chariots and stuff like that. And we edified him on it. We gave him the precepts, and he walked away with a better understanding. But you could tell in the back of his mind, he still wasn't fully convinced. As the scriptures say, let every man be persuaded in his own mind. So, hey, brother, if you're watching, I don't know if you're still watching, but to all the brothers out there that may have, had sincere questions about what these things are, this is a real, this is not fake, all right? Because a report came out years ago that the Chariots were setting off missile silos. They were igniting silos for like nukes and different missiles, man. Man, that's some scary shit if you're Esau Edom, because let's just say, we on the brink of nuclear war, right? Which we are anyway. But let's just say neither one want to push the button, and then all of a sudden the chariot comes and press that button, and all of a sudden, man, all hell break loose. Because the Spirit of the Lord, as it tell you, it said, the Lord, it says he bathed his sword in heaven, and it shall fall down upon Idumea. So the Spirit of the Lord is going to be in those missiles. But the point I'm making is that these chariots, man, this tractor beam here is causing volcanoes to ignite. All right, and that's very terrifying because, hey, that's that term, beam me up, Scotty. This is a tractor beam, for those of you that was wondering. And the scriptures goes into that because these things can shoot lasers, they can disappear, they can reappear. And that's funny because last weekend on the Feast of First Fruits, brothers saw a tetrad of chariots, okay, coming from the West Coast. The brothers in Cali witnessed it. The brothers in my camp witnessed it. I witnessed it out here. And it was a beautiful thing, man. It's like a miracle. Like, I was like, damn, Lord cold, man. And, brothers, you gotta think about that stuff. Can't forget those signs that the Lord's showing us, man. And that's on a small scale that he's doing it. Just wait till he up the ante. Because if you don't believe after what we just saw last week, then you don't know what else to tell you. But, bro, when I think about what the Lord showed me last week through the Spirit, that lets me know that I'm on the right path, man, and that I'm doing something right, because, why we allow us to see that? Sincere men. And all the brothers in my camp, they're sincere. The brothers in Cali, the ones that seen it, I met those brothers. They seem like some sincere, solid brothers, man. And the Lord allowed us to witness that. So I'm just wooed, man. I'm wooed off the whole thing, man. And to see this just proves this as the icing on the cake. I'm just like, shit, man, this is it. Now I'm gonna play some more of the video and look how these chariots are igniting these volcanoes. And I always said that. I always said that those chariots be behind these wildfires because 73% of California is in a drought right now, man. All right, like those wildfires out there, who you think starting those things? The chariots. When we having those crazy ass thunderstorms, them tornadoes, who do you think doing this? The chariots, man. Because the scriptures tell you that in the book of Job. I believe it's like in Job, it tells you, I believe it's like Job. Don't let me butcher the scripture, but it's in Job. It tells you how the Most High pretty much give the angels control over the elements, so to speak. So the angels can cause it through the spirit of Shah. Of course, the angels can cause it to rain, to do whatever it need to do, because they even got videos. Or if you go on Google and you look at the still images and type in UFOs or chariots or whatever you want to call them, they look like big storm clouds, man, like big vehicles. And if you look at a lightning bolt is nothing more than concentrated fire, man. It's a laser. Concentrated fire is a laser. So when you think of lightning bolts or laser beams, I mean, it makes sense that in the midst of a thunderstorm, the chariots are out there causing it, because sometimes you got so many thunderstorm strikes at once. I've seen thunderstorms like lightning strikes appear red, green, blue, okay, white, yellow. I've seen these things, you know, with my naked eyes. So it's just like, that ain't no east. That those are Yahweh Shai. Those are his forces, his space force. We have a space force, man, that none of you devils can do about it. All right, so hey, Esau, you looking at this? Your ass is grass, bro. You are finished, man. You are done, finito. You are finished, bro. You done, because you can't do nothing with this. Okay. That's why he's getting ready to come after the prophet so hard, man, because hey, we're exposing his ass and we awaken people up to the light of our Lord, man. We're telling them that the Lord is going to reign supreme in the earth, and we're going to witness it, like through the spirit, man. I don't even really speak on it as much, but the Lord, I don't even know if this is the right word, an epiphany or whatever you want to call it. The Lord showed me the type of power I'm gonna get, man. He showed me that, and I know that sounds a little presumptuous, you know, and I'm not trying to be that way, but Yahweh Shah showed me in a roundabout way what type of power potential that I can have if I stay faithful to this, and it makes a lot of sense. But I'll just leave it at that, man. And I'm sure brothers are getting those revelations too. Brothers are getting those signs. We talked about it after we saw the chariots last week, man. There's hella testimonies going around. So, hey, sooner or later, brothers, we're going to be able to do miraculous things. We're going to be able to make shit move out here. You know, it's just going to come in an instant. You're just going to do it, you know, because you were chosen to do it. And we're going to have power to call on the chariots, too. Like Tommy, he called on that Dragon Zord. Or them Power Rangers, they call on them chariots, man. And they come at will, you know. And we really conjured them up last week because we were speaking on it. I said it myself. I said the chariot's going to pop up tonight. The Spirit said, look up in the sky. The Spirit was like, yeah, the chariot's gonna pop up tonight. I'm like, it's gonna have to, and they did. You know, I said the same thing when I was here last year. I said, man, we might see chariots. And kid you not, bingo. So, hey, man, the Lord loves us, bro. You just can't just keep doing your part. We good. All right, so I'm gonna play the rest of this, and I got a preset. He's so ass his grass. Brothers, look at that, man. Look at that. Look, hey, look, we can't make this stuff up. We can't make it up. Esau has until the middle of next month, I think like June 13th or something like that, to declassify all the reports he's seen on the chariots. This man is out of, this man is finished, man. There's nothing he can do. He have until next month to declassify everything. This ain't no goddamn conspiracy theory no more. Like the X-Files, they was hitting on to something, man. You notice the X-File Mulder, he was considered a so-called conspiracy theorist. Mulder was right about a lot of shit that he saw, man. You know, Mulder could have been a Jake. Who knows? You know, that ain't in the stone. But Mulder, man, he thought outside the box. And when he disappeared, come on, man. And then, like, as soon as the X-Files once the introduction comes on, and then when it says the truth is out there, they were showing the chariots, man. It shows you that this government, they already knew about these things. They known about these things in the 50s, even before that. Okay, even when Columbus came over here, St. Elmo's fire, those were chariots that were guiding him to the side of the world. Esau knew about that. The Native Americans knew about it. Even during the time of captivity, I want to say that those, when we got brought down in slavery, them chariots was there. And a lot of times the chariots, and that's the spirit, 777, completion. But even in the fields, the chariots would pop up on the slaves. You don't think Esau got wind of that? Of course he did. That's why he tried to hide our heritage from us. He beat it out of us. All right. His ass is finished. He's through. Can't do nothing with that.
What is that?
See that cloud, that storm cloud?
It's disappeared.
That's some terrifying shit, man. That is terrifying. You see that above you. You know, I mean, it's Gucci to us, but even then, it is like, shit. That's even terrifying because that's strange. The scriptures say the strangers of his salvation, man. Like it says, he make his chariots clouds. You know? So anyway, let me get a precept real quick. I don't want to keep talking. I should get into some precepts. And I'm on the road actually too, so bear with me. Baba Kusha. So let's go to the book of Zechariah 5th chapter. We all know the scripture here. All right, it says in Zechariah 5:1, it says, then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Okay, look at this. That's a flying roll. This is what the prophet Zechariah saw in the vision. Okay, and this is what we see. We see these things. I remember I was in the park doing a lesson on the chariots, and one flew over. I thought it was a balloon coming out of the tree, but I'm like, ain't no kids out here, and how the hell did the balloon just come out of nowhere? It was a metallic chariot, and it flew out of from around the tree, and then it flew over me, man, and it disappeared. It was metallic, man. And that was the spirit, because I was doing a lesson on the chariots. I remember like yesterday, it was what? I think it was like, was it last year sometime? It may have been last year, if I'm not mistaken, but I was doing a lesson on the chariots, and I saw, oh damn, that go a chariot. It flew right over me, man. And I'm not making this up. All right, but this is a flying roll. This is what the prophet Zechariah, the Akia, he's seen this, you know. And it said, lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll, which is the chariots. It says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, and I see a flying roll. He said, in the length of 20 cubits and the breadth of 10 cubits. So the Lord asked him, the angel asked him to say, okay, what do you see? What are you seeing? Describe what you saw, to make sure he was seeing what he was supposed to see. Because you know how they say, oh, my eyes playing tricks on me. You know, a lot of times you see things that ain't there. Like, I remember as a kid, I swore up and down that the boogeyman used to stand at the edge of my damn doorway just waiting on me to go to sleep. And he could have been shit, you know. I was a kid. Kids see shit. You know, but nonetheless, he saw what he was supposed to saw. All right? And it says here, then he said it to me, this is the curse, that goeth forth over the face of the earth. Why did it call it curse? Because for one thing, these vehicles are going to come, they're going to bring judgment to Esau's society, because this is a cursed land. This is a cursed society. The earth has been smited with a curse. Lord smit this earth with a curse. This is the reason why everything is all out of order. The animals are bugged out. You know, the fruit is not yielding its full increase. This earth is suffering, man. They don't even deal with the land Sabbath. This is why you got grapes as small as fucking quarters, man, when grapes supposed to be as big as bowling balls. Because this devil don't know how to let the land rest. This is what you call a land Shabbat. You plant 6 years, and then a 7th year, you let the land rest for an entire year. That's in the law. And it says here, this is the curse that go forth over the face of the whole earth, and everyone that stilleth should be cut off as to on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth should be cut off on that side according to it. All right, meaning the angels are going to do some serious smiting out here. Okay, because Esau, he stole us. He stole us. Okay, he's a thief. That's his alma mater. He's a thief. He's a murderer. That's what he was set up to do. It says, and I will bring it forth, says Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, which is America, and of him that sweareth falsely by my name. Oh, because on the back of the money, it says, in God we trust. And that God is talking about Satan, Lucifer. Okay? That God that they swore an oath to. The Baphomet. You know? It says, falsely by my name. Hold on, let these pigs pass. Alright, falsely by my name, and it shall remain in his house, and it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Symbolically for these beams here. Okay, and that's just something through the spirit I give you. Okay, when you think of timber and beams, timber is like a sort of a wood almost. But you know how fire is to wood, fire consumes wood. So this society, man, is basically a big ass kerosene blanket that's ready to be ignited. And while the chariots are destroying this place, you're gonna have the missiles simultaneously. What the missiles don't get, the chariots gonna get. But what the chariots don't get, the missiles, it's gonna even each other out, because you're gonna have chariots and nuclear missiles. That's how you know it's gonna be fucking horrific. I can't even begin to tell you, brothers, what this judgment is gonna be like, man, because honestly, we don't know. We just can read it and speculate and extrapolate through the scriptures. And you know, even the visions we've had on these things, I don't think the visions we had even gonna do it justice, because I've had several visions of this place being destroyed, and it was terrifying. But I feel like my dream, that ain't justice, man. You know, the Lord is gonna have to bring it to pass, which he's gonna do in his own time, hopefully, which is soon. All right. Not louds, clouds. Alright, TS, Chariots. Yep, so this is the book of Jeremiah 4:13. It says, behold, he should come up as clouds, and his chariots shall be as whirlwinds, and his horses are swifter than the eagles. More until we are spoiled. Okay, now look, going back to the video, look at this. Esau don't know what to do. He don't know what to do with that. All right, so it was another one, clouds and chariot. This is the one I want to hear. This is the book of Psalms 104:3. It says, who laid the beams of his chamber in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariots, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. So that the chariots can be clouds. Look at this. That's amazing, man. And you see the way that these things are moving, they're moving in what you would consider or call a fourth dimensional sense. You notice they defy the gravity of the third dimension. They defy all the laws of this dimension we in. This is a fourth dimensional thing, a fourth dimensional being.
Is that?
And this is the point I wanted to make when it says to make his clouds chariots. See that? That's a cloud. Looks like it'd be a storm cloud. And what's in the midst of it? A chariot.
It's disappeared.
So that's the point I wanted to make. Terrifying stuff, man. If you ain't of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So this is the book of Revelation 19. And I'm going to start at verses 13. It says, hold on, give me 1 second. Let these cars pass. And it reads here, it says, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. And his name was called the Word of Yahweh, okay, which we know he is the Word. Reading on, it says, and armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, which is those chariots, clothed in fine linen, clean and white, meaning that these was some beautiful chariots, man. All right, and so the chariots that are going to come out, they're going to have a white metallic look to them. And that makes a lot of sense because you could differentiate between, because it's going to be dark when it's going to go down, because you're going to have the smoke from the missiles. The sun is going to be blocked out. The scriptures also go into a solar and lunar eclipse at that time. So that tells you right there that you're going to be able to notice these vehicles in a dark sky. The sky's going to be dark due to all the fighting and the missiles. So it's going to make sense that these white metallic looking UFOs are going to pop up and start shooting lasers out there. It makes sense to me. And it says here, and out of his mouth goeth the sharp sword, and with it he should smite the nations, and he should rule them with the rod of iron, and he should tread the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Most High, Almighty Most High. And he had on his vesture and his thighs a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Okay, so there you go, man. Going down to verse 19, I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on a horse and against his army. And his army is talking about the UFOs, the chariots. It says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet wrought miracles before him. Oh shit! I want to do that. Wrought miracles before him, which he deceived that had received the mark of the beast, in them that worshipped his image. And the both were cast alive into the lake of fire burning with brimstone. So this is going to happen right along when the nuclear missiles are being shot, because we know that the nuclear missiles are going to bring the lake of fire here. It's not talking about a hell that he's going to open up in the midst of the ground and throw these world leaders involved. No. Okay, no, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to be all hell on earth, man. Okay, that hellfire that's coming is going to be from these lasers, from these chariots and the nuclear missiles. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, they're going to get cast right along. When his place is destroyed, hey, the Lord going to smite them. They're going to fall. They're going to get consumed by that fire. You know? Because while missiles are being shot, they're going to be flying in planes, man. They be flying in little fighter jets and shit. They're going to try to cop a jet from the Middle East. You know, they're going to try to cop a jet, but it ain't going to work that way. The Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he's going to do away with them, man, instant. But anyway, brothers, with that, I want to give all praises and glory under that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakodash, Jabalana, Son of Elders, the apostles, GMS, blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. With that, Shalom.